G'day guys, just sitting here with the boys, got a bit of a campfire going. Here's part 2 of our big lamb weigh up, just about at the end of the season. Might have might be 250 in that big mob. Not too sure what we're going to do with them yet. So store lambs are lambs that we sell alive, put them on a truck and send them to another farm somewhere, and they will finish them normally over winter or coming into spring, early spring. Just sometimes it makes more sense. If you're getting more money for them alive than you would at the works, especially smaller lambs, then especially at this time of the season when you're running out of grass, it does make sense. But they have the company we supply, it's a maximum average live weight of 32 kilos. If they go over 32 average, you don't get paid any more for them. So yeah, it's looking at the moment like we're not going to have very many there, so might only be 150, 200 stalls, or we might just not bother and we might just run them into June and see if we can get them up to a 16 or 17 kilo carcass or something. Yeah. The lambs get pretty arrogant at this time of year, and they move at their own rate. They will not move any faster than they want to, no matter how much pressure you put on them. So as you can see right there, they're pretty keen to get out of the shed, but they're not really running out. They're just, oh well, the gate's open, let's get out of here. Pretty happy with them all the same. Good afternoon now, and these wee ones, just second mob, they're just not really very keen on moving. It's taking a wee while to get into the yards. Hey guys, back for the second morning. I didn't get a lot of footage of it because my phone died, but I got those wee lambs weighed up yesterday, and it wasn't good. Our average after doing 720 big fellas was 43.7, I think, and after doing the next 720, it dropped down to 39.7, which means the average on those ones wasn't very good. So yeah, gonna go get the wee ones back in. There's 630 something, I think, from memory. I didn't let them go too far last night, so we'll get them in, have a weigh up, and we'll take the under 27 kilos off and the over 38s, and see where we're at. We've got to try and come up with an average for that line of stalls at 32 kilos live weight or less after 12 hours off feed, because that's when they weigh them, which is, it's fair for the buyer, fair for the seller, so we're not going to argue with that, but there's just a bit of guesswork there. So the idea would be under a 34k average full. Should be about right. Oh, what? Are you really going to hunt us back into the yards and do that to us again? We just want to stay out here and eat. Oh well, they're in. So yeah, get these ones done this morning. We'll get them split up into their 3 mobs, and then we're going to hunt the ewe lambs in and weigh them up too, because tomorrow we've got the hogget competition. I don't think I'll get any places there or anything, but just entering to keep it going. Good local thing, keep going. So get them weighed up. You're allowed to take your bottom 10% out. So yeah, you're allowed to take your bottom 10% out. I don't really agree with that, but if you're allowed to, everyone else does, so you'd be stupid not to, wouldn't you? Right, so got that mob weighed up. Going to this one, gives us a better idea. So we got, right over there, try and hold it so you can see it. So that middle line is the ones that are going to go stores. There's 421 there. There's one of the neighbours, there'll be a few with wonky legs and stuff that the agent won't want for stores, but yeah, that's number. That's their average weight. So I know I said 32 kilos is all they pay you for, but that is after being emptied out for 12 hours on the truck. So yeah, they'll probably lose a couple of kilos, so we'll be pretty close there. So this is quite nice. 200 of them were over 38 kilo or over 37 kilos, average 38. I don't know where the 144 kilo came from, but yeah, he should have been taking it yesterday. He's obviously put on 4 kilos in a day. Should have left the nuts in that one, shouldn't we? And these ones here are the middles, so these are the ones that are going to go for stalls. And I'll just get rid of the big fellas. I really should have filmed that for you. Yeah, they've done pretty well. They're sit up there. Yep. They're yeah, like I said, all over 37s. So once this happens, there'll be 38 lambs left on farm. They'll stay here all winter, and they probably won't be ready to kill in the spring either. But I'm not just going to go and kill them all. So yeah. Yeah, so that means all our lambs apart from those 38 are over 37 kilos, and there's only a couple of hundred of them under, well, 196, under 40. So it leaves us sitting in a far better position feed wise, and to try and actually put some weight on lambs, because yeah, there's no point feeding lambs that aren't growing. The ewe lambs, will I go Pearl? Will I go Pearl? They don't seem to want to go in the yards, but we'll get them in there. Be interesting to see what these wee girls weigh. They should, hopefully, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say they're going to average 41.5 kilos. So got the ewe lambs all drafted up. The bigger ones out there, wee ones right there. Yeah, I've got 82 out. Hang on a sec, gotta do some maths here. No, I don't. Right, we've got 612 in total, which is good because I didn't think we had quite that many. Average 40.3, so I was a wee bit off on that. This here, I need to get this number down to 60. I do. Sessions, what are we there? That looks pretty, that's what we want to see. So, yeah, what do we got? 612 in total. Yeah, got to get that down to 61.2. So, 60, 65 will be fine. Yeah. So, looking at that, they're okay. They're okay, but we need to get better at this. Part of the reason, hang on. I really should have been a bit organised here, and I should have had the True Test guy out here, Martin, and he could have showed me how to do the EID on all this, but yeah, just a bit rushed for time right now, so we'll get that sorted, I don't know, next few weeks sometime. So the whole idea of putting the ID tags in is so we can register the better ewe lamb weights. The ones that are actually better weights now, the whole way through, find out if they're actually lambing any better. I presume they will. And start a wee elite mob, so we're going to start spending quite a bit more money on rams here. I kind of struggle with the idea of putting really good expensive rams to poor ewes. We will do it, but the better rams that we get, we may as well try and stick them to the best ewes that we've got, just to try and accelerate that genetic gain a wee bit. So that's sort of the idea there. So provided these as tutors, because the first year they go to the ram, they'll go to a terminal. Provided they scan well and they've held their weight well, then those ones that are heavier now, I think we might try and start that. It's something that's going to take a long time. It'll be a 10 or 15 year process to get an actual elite mob, but yeah, I think we need to be doing it. Alright, so got the ewe all sorted up. I think there's 45 out, so we're well under the 10% that we're allowed to take out. So we're going to run back across the road for the night, and about 7 in the morning I'll put them back in the yards. Well, outside the yards. I put them all in a few years ago and they told me off because they said, oh, they look better outside. So yeah, leave them outside for them to look at, and hopefully it's not raining. So anyway, guys and girls, hope you enjoyed that. A bit of a look at life on a sheep and beef farm in east of Southland. Yeah, you might have heard me say at one point, Pearl! Does my bloody head in? Might have heard me say about putting nitrogen on last week, and actually, yeah, it happened last week, but that'll be coming out in the next video because I've been a bit slack. But just before we go, I'll quickly show you this. Slim, get out! Dog's just gone in there for a drink. Get out, outside. Outside, Slim. No! Right back. Yeah, they're gone now. No, there's one. There's my finger. Right there. Another one there behind him. Lots of little fishes. Pearl, get outside. See them swimming around there? There we go, and the dog goes in there. There's heaps of them. How cool is that to see, eh? There was one in here the other day. In fact, two of them. You just see them right down there. They're very muddy coloured. But yeah, very cool to see. So anyway guys, yeah, we will see you next time. I'll get last week's video out next week. Righto.